Welcome to the land of prosperity, and say hello to the world of opportunity with nothing.
Hey there, New Mexico. We're Seven Nations. We wish so much we could be with you right now, but it's not happening this year. Hopefully next. In the meantime, hope you enjoy the footage that we have for you from our last show in Kansas City.
Definitely try to get out there soon. Thank you.
You're gonna like it, you're gonna love, here comes a good time.
Thanks very much.
You sound like Ludka, man.
You guys are dancers, I can tell. It's always special because we get some people that come to shows who are listeners, but when we come to KC, we get dancers. Dancers rock! Stay up here. I will give you a 3-second masterclass after the show.
What does that mean exactly?
It means I will go to the bar and get a drink, and I will teach you one step after the show. You already know too much. I think you could give the master class. But no, that's called Canadian step dancing. It's from Canada. Most people think it's Irish dance. No, it's not Irish dance. It's Canadian. But here we go. Kirk McLeod.
Thanks, John. I'm going to introduce this song so I can give you a break, but you gave yourself a break on that one. Baby, she's nothing unless she can ride. I heard her say once she'd rather die than sit around the house and getting high. Baby, she's nothing unless she can ride. All of my true love won't ever die. Something I'm sure of is you and I. All of us in love, you can't deny. Baby, she's nothing that she can make the big yellow bus system. Got the radio box on me. Bring those songs from A to Z as she rides on the big yellow bus with me. Baby, she's better when she's alone. She talks to her horses and me on the phone. School's a distraction, music's a life. Baby, she's nothing that she can play. All of us in love won't ever die. Something I'm sure of is you and I. All of us in love, you can't deny. Baby, she's nothing that big yellow bus with me. Street five minutes soldiers already died. You could try harder to hitchhike or something to the city to be with the others who sang and held hands in the park. She had a nap, the English class was cancelled when the teacher was found and the lounge, crying and clutching his old 45s while she rides the big yellow bus to town. Back on me, little songs from Tennessee as she rides on the big yellow bus with me. As she rides on the big yellow bus with me. As she rides on the big yellow bus with me.
Thank you very much. You're right, John. Amazing dancing right there.
How are the Kansas City Royals doing? Is anyone watching the Toronto Raptors game tonight? On their phone? Me neither. Glad we can agree on that. Okay, let's party.
Of the innocent overpassing the sunset building sets in 21st stories to skies. Car ties and cats are singing in the fire. He walks the sidewalk like he's dancing on fire. Here comes a fire escape like this dope place higher than the zone. He can feel all of the morning moves. You see me now he hypnotized. When the picture through, I see the rust on his hands. Outside the street where all the people sing, hail to the king of the beyond. He's born on Friday, but he's Saturday south. Coming through down the hall, I hear his radio dial to run city. His ashes on beer cans make him company. If you see me, then I'll be mesmerized. From after you, I feel moved to my feet. The song is complete, I hear the people sing, hail to the king of the beyond. Looks around him and he finds himself alone. There's no consciousness yet to be had, to be had. And if you see me, then I'll be hypnotized. When the boat is through, I see blood on his hands. Outside the street where all the people sing, hail to the king of the beyond. And if you see me, then I'll be mesmerized. From the empty room, I feel moved to my feet. The song is complete, I hear the people sing, hail to the king of the beyond. Of the beyond. you do. Sooner I wait to see. Once the outcome of a certain situation, I am in my opportunity. Yeah, it's up to me. What will be? Yeah, it's up to me. No, I make a choice. That's just got to be yours. And I never give a reason. I don't know how. Don't ever sink me teeth. Don't ever take a bite. Don't ever sink my teeth unless I feel the right. Don't ever play the joker man. Sooner or later to see. Once the outcome of a certain situation, I'm in my opportunity. Yeah, it's up to me. What will do? It's up to me. Don't ever make a choice unless it's got to be. I never give a reason. No, 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 no. It's up to me. It's up to me. What will be? It's up to me. Don't ever make a choice. Yes, it's got to be there. I never give a reason. No.
Here we go!
What the fuck? Close the signs as if it didn't happen. I didn't wonder why every time the season. Feel it in the air, see it in the lightning. I didn't wonder why I was felt so frightening. And I will remember you this way. It sure day, as sure as the sun goes down. But he looked at me as if it didn't happen. And he spoke of how she'd never stop with his son. And when she got the news, she wrecked her room. Never looked at me, she telephoned the doctor. I will remember you this way. It's just a night, here as the day. It's just the sun goes down. Sun goes down. This on this closet now, like it all going through, like another world. His face touched the glass, his fingers traced the breath on the water, like on his face. Now. Just the sun goes down. The sun goes down. It goes down. The sun goes down.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's very humble and too humble to say so. Singer, songwriter, acoustic guitar, electric guitar, keyboard player, and he plays a mean tin whistle as well. Oh, and Highland bagpipe player, let's not forget that. Mr. Kirk McLeod.
I love this guy. Thank you so much, John. Yeah, we are building tonight, yeah. All right, so I don't know why John's being so nice to me tonight. I appreciate it, John. Oh, we're on video. That's right. Yep, we're on video. So are you guys. We have secret cameras everywhere. So I guess we should have said that at the beginning of the night. But anyway, I'm going to do a song right now for you. That's one of the many songs that I wrote when we were working up in Nova Scotia back in the late 90s and early 2000s. Heard about a lot of fellows there who and ladies who had to leave their homes in Nova Scotia, lovely homes, to find work in Boston and work in factories there to make ends meet. And was impressed by all their stories. I wrote this here song that's called The Factory Song.
Survive. I wonder who, I wonder where. A very man that knows around here. I left my home and I said my goodbyes. I traveled safely, though some met their demise. I work all day, I work into the night. I joined the union and I'm a right now. Any kind of work I pay myself. First, if I soon not where I make it back home, please carry me home. I share the sound with 5 of my friends in the big bell rings. dusty air. But she resisted 3 hours again. Late at night as I lay in my bed with these factory lights dancing over my head. You light this whole damn town, you light this whole damn place. Even with me seat to a fall for grace. Stand in the kind of work I burn my soul, get rest. If I sit down in bed, I'll make it back home. Then we take ourselves a drink out. Back home. All right, who's still left out there? Woo! Small but mighty. Should we turn the lights on and see you? Right, maybe next time. So please carry me home. Yeah. Oh yeah. You guys are amazing.
So that's a song for the poor factory workers.
Yeah.
It's high energy though. I like it. That's how the Nova Scotia factory workers would want it. They're a high energy bunch. Kirk.
Continue with the
I'm
story.
not saving you, man. You continue.
I got nothing. I'm gonna start going out to meet the people soon with the microphone. Nobody wants that.
The song is too sad to describe. It's called Go Daddy.
faces, face to face. Bring out the other stadium's place. Well, don't look back, it'll hit you like a heart attack. Well, just fell down. The rest of us will have another round. Getting kinda cozy, pockets full of posies. Go daddy, yo. I'll sing Amazing Grace. You put the flowers in their special place. Everybody's dressed in black. Everybody's dressed in black. Go daddy, go daddy. Go daddy, oh, angel to angel, and dust to dust. I'll keep your secret 'cause it's just between us. Swing low for one last kiss. The preacher stepped in, congregation's dismissed. Sweet chariots blown another tire. Woods all wet for the funeral pyre. Getting kind of viper, I'm to pay the piper. Go daddy, oh. Sing Amazing Grace. You put the flowers in their special place. Everybody's dressed in black. Everybody's dressed in black. Go daddy, go daddy. Go daddy, oh. Go daddy, go daddy. Go daddy, oh. Seems dear tonight. Once upon a time seems near tonight. Well, go daddy, well, go daddy, oh. Well, go daddy, well, go daddy, oh.
Emotional stuff, huh?
Sorry about that. The emotional stuff.
No, we like emotional stuff. That's what keeps us human. You
Oh,
never
very
heard
sweet,
us
thank you.
before?
And you're quite the dancer. Yeah?
Not afraid to talk about yourself? I like that. I like that. No. So do we.
All right.
If what? That'll do, yeah. In a pinch.
You're gonna buy him a
that'll-
shot and not the rest of the band. What? What about Jim Struvel back here on the bass guitar? Does he not get any love? This is this band's 25th anniversary tour this year, and this man has been here every day. He had one sick day, I think. He had a molar taken out or something, but otherwise he's been here every day. Actually, Stevie and I have been playing together since we were 12 years old. So Seven Nations started a hell of a long time ago. Not even gonna tell you how long. But anyway, so you got to buy Stevie a shot for Christ's sakes, at least. and he'll share it with John. How's that? But anyway, back to more important matters. Back here in the drums, you know this fella? You don't know him?
Who?
Crisco!
Oh, they know him.
Angelo Joseph Christian Maselli. He's the guy that almost played with Lady Gaga. But instead, he stuck with us, and we love him for it. Thank you so much, Crisco. We're going to feature him in this next song.
He's one in a million.
Yeah.
Come on, Irishman, with your heart and with adventure in your soul. There are better ways to spend your days than by working down the hole. Talk to all the sisters to the book you cross my back. My name unknown, the stuff I know. For they call me Cracker Jack, and I curse the day I went away to work on those idle dams. While I sweat and tears, or hopes and fears, filled up with shuttering jams. Talk to all the 6'2", to their bird across my back. My name unknown, the stuff I for they call me Cracker Jack. Hey! Thank you very much. All right, everybody, here we go. Are you ready? The highlight of the evening. Let's go!
Oh my God! Jesus.
Yeah! Oh, I see man known. Oh, lady, the face is worn and gray. But I never thought that I myself would soon be the so same way. Talk to all the 6'2", to the And they say that honest totally is good for the body and the soul. But I'll tell you boys, it's the sweat and blood that they want you down a hole. 12'2" and 6'2", they never get my back. My name I know is not my own, for they call me Dead Jack. Hey! once again, Mr. John Pulaski from Iggyville, Ontario. You guys have been fantastic. Thank you so much.
We're gonna leave you with one last one, and it's one of our latest recordings. This is a song off the Cure CD. It's called "Smoke and Fire," and we were playing in Hillsdale, Kansas last night, and we promised a young lady there that if she came tonight, we'd play it for her. Debbie, are you out there? No, Debbie's not here. That's what I kind of figured. But we're going to play it anyway, because we pulled it out for her. And John learned it today in the backstage. So we're going to dedicate it to Debbie anyway, because I think we're streaming this, and Brad's got it on Facebook as well. So, Debbie, this is for you wherever you are. Sound she makes when the conversation turns it around to the give and take. She can take, she'll give you no cake, and candy makes me happy. Smoke and fire gets me higher, so burn me down to the ground. And she's still breathing, barely missing with the volume down, down, down. Heard the sound before, no, but I can't take it anymore. She just wants more cake, and candy makes me happy. Smoke and fire gets me higher, to burn me down to the ground. Sound she makes when the conversation turns it around to the give and take. She can take, she'll give you no cake, and candy makes me happy. Smoke and fire gets me higher, to burn me down to the ground. Thank you guys so much. Good night, God bless all.
We'll see you back in the merchandise area back here. Seven Nations has t-shirts and CDs for sale. Please come back and say hello.
guys. Hey. Give them another chance. Come on, clap a little bit.
Is there anybody out there?
Okay, you cool with one more, yeah? All right. No, thank you. We appreciate it very much. Might have to tune. Let's see. Let's see how we're doing here.
One more time, ladies and gentlemen, Kirk McLeod, band leader, fearless leader. He books on Priceline if you ever need a hotel.
Gets kind of empty. The sound of the breath fades with the light. I think about the loveless fascination. Wonder the Milky Way tonight. Lower the curtain down in Memphis. Lower the curtain and the lights. A good time for private consultation. Under the Milky Way tonight. Wish I knew what you were looking for. I didn't know what you were bad. I need something quite peculiar, something to shimmer blue and white. Reach here, final destination. Under the Milky Way tonight. Wish I knew what you were looking for. But if there were too bad, wish I knew what you were looking for. But if there were too bad, yeah. Under the Milky Way tonight. Wish I knew what you were looking for. I don't know what you were bad. Wish I knew what you were looking for. I don't know what you were bad. Yeah. I need something quite peculiar, something that should move at night. Leads here, it's my destination. Under the Milky Way tonight. Yeah. Under the Milky Way tonight. Under the Milky Way tonight. Under the Milky Way tonight. Under the Milky Way tonight.
You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for sticking it out. We're Seven Nations. We love you. We'll see you down the road, all right? Good night. God bless all.
We love you, Kansas City. And thank you to Record Bar for having us. You have some very talented people here. The bar staff has been very nice to us, and it's a pleasure to play here. We'll be back in 25 years. No, I'm just kidding. We'll be back in 25 days.
everybody. My name is EJ Jones, and I'm the music director of the Grandfather Mountain Highland Games in North Carolina. And you can see our field right behind me over there. What you're about to see is a demonstration of some competition piping. It's the type of piping that I grew up with, that thousands of pipers all over the world strive to perfect, and we come together at festivals like Grandfather Mountain Highland Games and also your Rio Grande Valley Celtic Festival. Piping is a wonderful thing to be a part of. The competition scene is a place where you can see friends, you can play your tunes for each other, you can get pointers, you can get instruction, and it's something that pipers tend to do their whole lives. Return to the competition boards, we call it. Return to the boards and play for our peers. Not just on a stage with a rock band, not just at a church, not just at the house. But we get together as friends and play our tunes for each other, and that's the spirit of the piping competition. So the tunes you're about to see are a 2/4 march called Abercairney Highlanders, a Strathspey and reel set called Tulloch Gorm and Lochiel's Away to France, a hornpipe and jig called Bobby Cuthbertson and Mrs. Alan McPherson of Moss Park. And then there's a very old tune, a pibroch, called Beloved Scotland. I hope you enjoy these tunes, and I hope you'll support your Rio Grande Valley Celtic Festival, and someday come to the Grandfather Mountain Highland Games in North Carolina. So, enjoy your piping, and enjoy your pipers. See you soon.
we're Jug of Punch. We're going to play for you for St. Patrick's Day. First, we're going to play Banish Misfortune and the Battering Ram. 1, 2, 2, 2.
Sing Irishmen Sing, and the Irish American Society got to sing it last month or the month before, so feel free to please sing along again. And I really want to thank the Irish American Society for having another party. A year ago our party had to be canceled, our live party, so now this is a virtual party, and really glad we could keep going. Get my C sharps lined up first. Okay. I dream of a beautiful picture. The morning we think of the past. They're singing and dancing in Ireland, and the people are happy at last. The sound of the gunfire is missing. Rifles will bring no more pain. They're singing and dancing in Ireland, and the people are happy again. Sing, Irishmen, sing, till the sun
sound of your voices will ring, and let the world know this really is so. Sing, Irishmen, sing.
No more need the little ones suffer. The sunshine where once there was rain. The singing and dancing in Ireland, and the people are happy again. I know that it's only a dream now. My hopes will always remain to see the sunshine over Ireland, and the people are happy again. Sing,
Irishmen, sing.
so
The sound of your voices will ring, and let the world know this really is so. Sing, Irishmen, sing.
sing,
Irishmen, sing. So the sound of your voices will ring, and let the world know that it really is so. Sing, Irishmen, sing.
Go for it.
Now a little Mershon Durkin. It's a in the days I was a courtin', I never tired resortin' to the alehouse or the playhouse, or many a house besides. I told me brother Seamus I'll be off and be right famous, and before I return again I'll roam the whole world wide. Goodbye, Mershon Durkin, I'm sick and tired of working. No longer I'll be praised, no longer I'll be poor. Sure as my name is Carney, I'll be off to California, where instead of digging ladies, I'll be digging lumps of gold. Goodbye to all the girls back home, I'm sailing far across the foam, off to seek me fortunes in far America. There's gold and money plenty for the poor and for the gentry, and when I come back home again, I never more will stray. Goodbye, Mershon Durkin, I'm sick and tired of working. No longer I'll dig ladies, no longer I'll be poor. Sure as my name is Carney, I'll be off to California, where instead of digging ladies, I'll be digging lumps of gold. When I landed in New York, I met a man named Mark. He said if I would stay a while, he'd surely find me work. But work he did not find me, so there's nothing here to bind me, and I'm off to seek me fortune in California. Goodbye, Mershon Durkin, I'm sick and tired of working. No longer I'll dig ladies, no longer I'll be poor. Sure as my name is Carney, I'll be off to California, where instead of digging ladies, I'll be digging lumps of gold. I'm leaving San Francisco now, me fortune it is made. Me pockets are loaded down with gold, I'm throwing away me spade. Goodbye to the mining tenants, I'll go home to me loving parents. Married dear Victoria, and never more will stray. Goodbye, Mershon Durkin, I'm sick and tired of working. No longer I'll be ladies, no longer I'll be poor. Sure as my name is Carney, I'll be off to California, where instead of digging ladies, I'll be digging lumps of gold. It's an
Pair of jigs, Patsy Geary's and the pipe on the hob.
want to thank Mike for filming us today. Thank you very much for being here. And we're at Cleves in the North Valley. Beautiful day. Storm brewing in, but not yet. Just wait a minute. Yeah.
And a theme appropriate to the year, whatever you say nothing. Whatever you say nothing. When you talk about you know what. If you know who should hear you, you know what you'll get. They'll take you off to you know where, for you wouldn't know how long. So for you know who's sake, don't let anyone hear you singing this song. You all know what I'm speaking of when I mention you know what. I fear it's very dangerous to even mention that. For the other ones are always near, although you may not see. If anyone asks who told you that, please don't mention me. Whatever you say nothing. When you talk about you know what. If you know who should hear you, you know what you'll get. They'll take you off to you know where, for you wouldn't know how long. So for you know who's sake, don't let anyone hear you singing this song. You all know who I'm speaking of when I mention you know who. But if you know who should hear you, you know what he'd do. If you don't see me for a while, you'll know why I'm away. If anyone asks you where I've gone, here's what you must say. Whatever you say nothing. When you talk about you know what. Yeah, you know who should hear you, you know what you'll get. They'll take you off to you know where, for you wouldn't know how long. So for you know who's sake, don't let anyone hear you singing this song. That's enough about so-and-so, not to mention such and such. I'd better end this song, for I've already said too much. For the less you hear, the less you say, the less you'll go astray. The less you hear, the less you speak, the more you'll hear them say. Whatever you say nothing. When you talk about you know what. Yeah, you know who should hear you, you know what you'll get. They'll take you off to you know where, for you wouldn't know how long. So for you know who's sake, don't let anyone hear you singing this song. Whatever you say nothing. When you talk about you know what. If you know who should hear you, you know what you'll get. They'll take you off to you know where, for you wouldn't know how long. So for you know who's sake, don't let anyone hear you singing this song. And now, Chuck would say, let's play Made Behind the Bar. And so we'd like to remember Chuck, who passed recently.
And blessings to the Butler family. And he was really loved in the Celtic community. He gave a lot. He had a big, deep bass voice, and he played the bowron. And let's have a drink for Chuck.
All right. Made Behind the Bar. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Satan's Prayer. Though my sails be torn and tattered, and the mast be tied about, let the night wind chill me to my very soul. Though the spray might sting my eyes, and the stars no light provide, give me just another morning light to follow. I will not lie me down. This rain is raging. I will not lie me down in such a storm. Though this night be unblessed, I shall not take my rest until I reach another shore. Though the only water left is but salt to wound my thirst, I will drink the rain that falls so steady down. Though night's lineless be my gift, and there are thieves upon my drift, I will thank the fog that shelters me alone. I will not lie me down. This rain is raging. I will not lie me down in such a storm. Though this night be unblessed, I shall not take my rest until I reach another shore. Though my mates be drained and weary, and believe all hope is lost, we'll not leave our bones beneath your blackened water. Though death waits just off the bow, we will not answer to him now. He will stand and face the morning light without us. I will not lie me down. This rain is raging. I will not lie me down in such a storm. Though this night be unblessed, I shall not take my rest until I reach another shore. Until I reach another shore.
We're going to feature Grace. She wrote this song.
We'll let the song speak for itself.
Okay. Walter and Nancy's Waltz.
Unison and harmony. You call it.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay, now our one that we do all the time is Rose of Tralee. And I haven't been to Tralee, I haven't been to Ireland yet, but I'm sure some people have been there. Some lucky people.
Some people might even be from there.
That's true.
Can't remember.
Pale moon was rising above the green mountain. The sun was declining beneath the blue sea. When I strayed with my love to the pure crystal fountain that stands in the beautiful vale of Tralee. She was lovely and fair as a rose of the summer. It was not her beauty alone that won me. Oh no, 'twas the truth that her eye had a dawning that made me love Mary, the Rose of Tralee. The cool shades of evening their mantle were spreading. Mary, all smiling, was listening to me. The moon through the valley her pale rays were shedding. When I won the heart of the Rose of Tralee. Though lovely and fair as a rose of the summer, it was not her beauty alone that won me. Oh no, 'twas the truth that I had a dawning that made me love Mary, the Rose of Tralee. Though lovely and fair as a rose of the summer, it was not her beauty alone that won me. Oh no, 'twas the truth that her eye had a dawning that made me love Mary, the Rose of Tralee.
And now we're going to change pace a little bit.
A little bit.
Just a little bit. Cleve's gonna give us his Irish accent.
Take all the girls in Ireland and put them all together. The girl I love would beat them all in any kind of weather. She doesn't wash the powder off because she doesn't wear it. Her face and figure are all her own and super right declare it. For she's a fine, big, strong hunk of an agricultural Irish girl. She doesn't wear no powder and her figure is all her own. But she can hit ya hard too. You think it's a kick of a mule you got. Well, in your arms of Irish love is Mary Ann Malone. She's only 17 last year and still improving greatly. I wonder what she will be like when her bones are set completely. You think her hand is in a vice the moment that she shakes it. And if there's any rum about, it's Mary Ann that takes it. For she's a fine, big, strong hunk of an agricultural Irish girl. She doesn't wear no powder and her figure is all her own. But she can hit ya hard too. You think it's a kick of a mule you got. Well, in your arms of Irish love is Mary Ann Malone. She has no education, for she's only passed her letters. But all that gives a lady's worth don't have her find her betters. She doesn't speak Italian or read the fashion papers. Whenever there's a row about, she's right in there be japers. For she's a fine, big, strong hunk of an agricultural Irish girl. She doesn't wear no powder and her figure is all her own. But she can hit ya hard. Ooh, you think it's a kick of a mule you got. Fill in your arms with Irish love is Mary Ann Malone. Fill in your arms with Irish love is Mary Ann Malone.
And now a solo from Grace.
I'm going to play a reel, and this is called Mayor Harrison's Fedora.
Audience, thank you for paying attention. There'll be a quiz later.
So now, everybody's safe home. We've come from the valleys, we've come from the fields, crossed over rivers to find ourselves here. We sang songs of sorrow, we've sang songs of love. Let's sing one more together to send ourselves home. Safe home, safe home, safe home will you go. May the light of the moon smile down on your road. Safe home, safe home, safe home where you go. Until I next see you, safe home where you go. We've cast out our worries, our troubles and fears, like shells on the strand, washed by laughter and tears. But the tide has returned to lift us away, back to our houses and families we pray. Safe home, safe home, safe home will you go. May the light of the moon smile down on your road. Safe home, safe home, safe home will you go. Until I next see you, safe home will you go. Now the fiddles are silent, the whistles are still, only echoes remain of the jigs and the reels. The dance floor is empty, our farewells are said. Now it's time to be going till we all meet again. Safe home, safe home, safe home where you go. May the light of the moon smile down on your road. Safe home, safe home, safe home where you go. Until I next see you, safe home where you go. Until I next see you, safe home where you go.
Hello everybody. everybody. My name is Jerry Cartley, live in Santa Fe since 1986. From Mayo, lived in Galway for 10 years in the 70s. In the early 80s, playing around the pubs with all my old pals. You can probably hear the dog barking in the background. That's okay. A new dog from the Taos shelter. So I'd like to, it's a while since I played at the Rio Grande Festival. It's a good many years. Anyway, I'm going to start off with something on the 4-string guitar. This is a slow air called Portnabuki, which means the music of the spirit. Then I'm going to play 2 tunes after that, 2 dance tunes, 2 set dances, the Jockey to the Fair and the Hurling Boys. Okay, so as I said, I'm Jerry Carthy. Come from County Mayo. I ended up in Santa Fe in 1986. I left Connecticut going to San Francisco, and it's a long story, but anyway, I'm here since. Playing Irish music around New Mexico, mostly in Santa Fe, some gigs in Albuquerque and around the state. I'm with the New Mexico Arts for Irish music, for Celtic music, which is great. They've been very supportive of me, so I want to give a shout out to them and to all the people in Albuquerque who have given me gigs through the years, although I haven't been that many venues. But Rachel here, I'd like to thank her for coming all the way from Albuquerque to do this clip, since we're all locked down now. She asked me what I thought might be the value of something like this in New Mexico. Well, the first thing that comes to mind is tradition. And that's what I love about New Mexico, the respect for tradition. And I love the tradition here and tradition in New Mexico music. But no matter where I go, I like tradition. I always look for the traditional folk music of that area. But there's a fair few of us playing Irish music around, or Celtic music around the area, and I think it just adds to the flavour of the traditional, what would you call it, atmosphere of New Mexico. And the first thing that came to mind when Rachel asked me about that was my friend Chris Abeta, who's a well-known Hispanic Chicano, as he calls himself, musician here in Santa Fe. And we were lucky enough to get to play together for 2 years at a local hotel bar in the Low and Slow. And he came to Ireland with me. And we were mixing Irish and New Mexico music, and we had a great time. And so that was really one of the highlights, I would say, of my musical life in Santa Fe and in New Mexico. I was playing with Chris. Okay, here we are again. I'd like to play something on the low whistle now. This is an F. It's what they call a low whistle, meaning that it's like a bass penny whistle. And all the famous Irish musicians have these. So since I'm not famous, the least I can do is get a low whistle. Pretend I'm famous. Anyway, I'm going to play Dolly McMahon. You don't hear much talk about her these days. She was a lovely traditional singer that I used to like listening to years ago, and she used to sing a song called The Drying On Down. And so I'm going to play that as an air, and then I'm going to play a march. And the march I learned from my old pal Mick Tracy in Galway many, many years ago. Mick was a great flute player and tin whistle player, and used to play with the great Mickey Finn. And I think he might have learned this from Tom McKay. The Drying On Down, which means the brown thorn tree. And the words are, it's late I'm captivated by a handsome young man, and I'm forever complaining of my own darling John. Confuse them who say I'm not wrong, but tonight I'll be sheltered by the drying on down. Okay. Well, that's not it. It's a different one. That often happens. Let me think. as far as I can see, I don't know much about this, but around Albuquerque, there's plenty of rock and roll. There's a bit of jazz, and there's plenty of Hispanic music, and it only enhances our own appreciation of our own traditions if we get to hear somebody else's traditions, really. And so it's great to have a vibrant, Celtic input to this area, in my opinion, just to add to the whole colourful, the whole colour of New Mexico and the other musics here. But in talking about my own particular case, that was how it would have been the most vital for me, and it adds to the traditional cultural heritage of Albuquerque and to the Rio Grande Valley, and you know, I mean, what more can you say? We're lucky that we have some Celtic music around this area, and that's been going for so long. And then there's the famous pipe band down there. Some of those lads I met over the years, and then I have some friends down there. Jim Crowley, the fiddle player, he moved there a couple of years ago, or a few years ago, and he's a great fiddle player. He does a lot for the sessions down there. And Rachel here that I'm talking to, she runs house concerts. What more can you ask? And some friends of mine came out from California. She put on a concert at her house. So I'm glad she's involved in this, and I'm sorry I wasn't involved more over the years myself, but it's, you know, I'm not living in Albuquerque, but anyway, I'm involved this year, so that's all that matters, and we'll see you soon. Okay, I'm going to play something on the concertina now. This is a lovely old English Anglo concertina I got from Jimmy Shields, one of my old pals who lives in London. Another of that old crew from Galway. I'm going to play a slow air called On Wajan Wara, which was on the soundtrack of a movie called The Secret of Roan Inish, if you might have seen that. Another old friend of ours, Mick Lally, the actor, was in that. He was one of the characters around Galway in those days. Then two waltzes. The first one is Mrs. Kenny's Waltz, which I think she was a famous, well-known traditional fiddle player who composed Irish tunes. And then the second one is the Cuckoo Waltz, which is popular with Irish button accordion players, which go like, that's the cuckoo there. Mrs. Kenny's Waltz and the Cuckoo, and On Wajan Wara, which means the Maiden of the Sea, literally. Anyways, if you haven't seen The Secret of Roan Inish, check it out.
Okay, for my next trick, I'm gonna do those endearing young charms, and when Irish eyes are smiling.
That'd be like she has a phone. That way, and not that way. Yeah. You ever see that? Yeah. Lower the racket now.
Okay, here's a sing along for you. Wild Rower. Beer break. Beer break.
This break is brought to you by Piper's Ale. Piper's Ale only available at O'Neill's.
All right. Going to attempt a couple of Irish jigs for you. And one last one for you, called Parting Glass. That's it. Thank you very much.
Good evening, everybody. I'm with Sue Jacoby and Nate Lorenz. These two are part of the McTier and Sky Pipes and Drums, correct?
Yes.
Sue, you started piping when?
1991.
And what is your title?
Current title is Pipe Major for McTier of Sky.
Okay. And how many people do you have that play with you?
7 to 8 on a regular basis.
Okay.
We're always looking for new members, and then we have 2 drummers. We're always looking for more drummers. We have a bass drummer or a snare drummer.
Okay. Do you guys teach?
Yes, we do.
You do. Nate, what do you do with the band?
I think they currently call me the consultant, and it's way better than my last job, the cleaner. So
the cleaner.
Yeah, no, I come and help when I can. I was part of the band more actively in the past, and now I've got I do piping in several different places, and I'm glad to come out and play with it for St. Patty's Day and for Tartan Day today. It's just been a lot of fun to really help work with the band and work with the students. We teach on Tuesdays, and we've been kind of consigned to Zoom lessons for a little while, and so it's been a little more complicated because you can't hear quite the same, you can't see quite the same, but we're always looking for new students, and we're always looking for some of the old pipers that have come up through the New Mexico channels to come back and revisit, because it would be really good to see.
It would be wonderful to see others who want to come in and join. Nate is part of Queen City Pipes and Drums, which is out of Denver. And we have members who are also members of the New Mexico Fire and Police. So what we do is we try to coordinate events between conflicting bands, and we usually do very well with that. But I have no hesitation in welcoming back anybody who wants to rejoin.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Nate, when did you start playing?
I was 19, and it must be 6 years ago, 7 years, 8 years ago, about ish.
I remember when you started.
So it was there when I started, and I've been playing really kind of actively for most of that time. I took some time off to go to school, and then I kind of came back to it and took it very seriously in the last 5 or 6 years, and it's just been the more attention I can give it and the more practice I put into it, the more I'm getting out of it. So it's been a really nice kind of like return to piping.
Well, I have a story about you, Nate. I specifically remember you and a whole bunch of other pipers coming through the beginning, the door opening of the launch pad for the Dropkick Murphys. And I specifically remember how you looked, and I believe Chris Jones was in there as well.
The other piper was Joel Bristol.
Okay.
Joel, oh my gosh, that was oh gosh.
That was about 98, wasn't it? 99?
That must be right.
It was their second album. Surprise!
I have a picture from that day. We're going from the beginning of the launch pad straight through to the back playing, Scott and the Brave or Green Hills, and we crawled up on the stage, and the band picked up their instruments and busted into their Scott and the Brave intro. We played along with them. Oh, that was such a good.
It was amazing. It was really cool to be in the middle of that as well. Whenever I saw that, that was a long time ago, like 7, 8. Surprise. So, whenever you guys play together, what do you do? Where do you play?
We actually rehearse at the Cross of Hope Lutheran Church.
Corsa Montano-ish.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the church has been very welcoming to us. So we practice on Tuesday nights. 6:30 is start time for students. or anybody who wants to come along and observe. And then usually we follow with the band practice after that.
Fantastic. Where can anybody that's interested in learning pipes get a hold of you guys?
Facebook actually is one of our best ways.
Okay.
It's difficult because of the way that the name of our band sounds. The best way to see it is it looks like Mac Tire.
Okay.
We say McTire, but it's Mac
Tire.
It looks like Mac dash Tire. Take over one of the I or something like that. But we're on Facebook, and contact us. We've got a website. You can contact us through there, and we're just happy to talk to anybody that wants to learn either about the festival, which we're happy to support, or the learning, or just coming to play.
Not only are these two wonderful pipers, they are also two board members for the Rio Grande Valley Celtic Festival. We are going to be having an online festival, which is what this is going to go on, and I thank you both for your time and talking with me.
Thank you.
Talk shortly. Yeah, Irish obviously have a long history of rebellion. So I've got a rebel song for you, but it's kind of funny because they say the Clancy brothers, I think, were the ones that said it best, that Ireland's the land of happy wars and sad love songs. So I think we've got a happy war song. It's called Roddy McCorley. Okay, this is another set of just a few Irish jigs that have a real nice flair to them, I hope. thought I'd do one other thing. We play so much on our great Highland pipes, and we don't get a chance to play on our small pipes very often. I put a set of small pipes. And in the sense of keeping to our schedule, I've got one more tune. I'll actually go ahead and play it on the small pipes if that translated well. I'm going to hope it did. And then we're going to play Patty's Green Shamrock Shores. And just to get me started, it's an Irish air. Thank you very much.
Pipes actually have been around for more than 3,000 years that we know of. It's a natural scale. Everybody had it. As the pipes traveled from hither and thither and yon, because people traveled, believe it or not, it went in various different places and they evolved in very different ways. Some had 2 drones, which are those sticks. Some only had 1, some had none. The only thing that it was really used for was for music. Now, the ones that we play are called the Great Highland Pipes, and their origin is out of Scotland. The Scottish have made a thing out of them, and they do very well with them. There are 3 different levels. The first one is the chanter. That's where the music comes from. It's very similar to a recorder if you're very familiar with that. Second one are the 2 outer drones, which are tenor drones. It's on the next level of the scale. And then we have the bass drum. So we actually have harmonics when they're all nice and balanced. So let us pray that this happens. So I'm going to do a tune called, let me see if I can get my camera adjusted, I hope. Scoot the chair back. Yeah, that'll probably work. So if you hear dogs, ignore them. So this tune's called Wearing of the Green. Sorry, my low wave's skirling, so if you hear that sound, just please pardon me. as promised, the low A is skirling, but we're just going to have to deal. I'm not sure why it's doing that, but we're not going to worry about it right now. So another tune that we play is called The Minstrel Boy. So that was Wearing of the Green. We actually have a new one. It's called Theme for the Greenlands. I think it goes under another name, and it might be Ireland Remembers. So I need the music for this one. Haven't quite memorized it to a standard that I'm pleased about. So Theme for the Greenlands, it's a retreat march. It was actually arranged by a Celtic musician from France. His name is Dan Arbraz. So a little rough, sorry about that. In keeping with our time, so I'm going to end by playing a tune that I know no one knows. I know you don't. I know you don't know this. Danny Boy. Doesn't always translate to the pipes as well, but I have an arrangement from my teacher that has done us very proudly. So, without further ado.
shadows may fall upon the land and sea. Sunshine from all the world may hidden be. But I shall see no cloud across the sun. Your smile shall light my life till life is done. Give me your smile, the love light in your eyes. Life couldn't hold a fairer paradise. Give me the right to love you all the while. My world forever, the sunshine on your smile. My world forever, my beacon every mile. The sunshine on your smile.
Hi, we're the Celtic Coyotes, Steve Miller and myself, Doug Cowan, and we're excited about playing at a totally different Celtic festival this year. It's a virtual Celtic festival, and we're looking forward to playing a few tunes, the first one being by Robert Burns, a very famous poet and writer of some great songs, and he lived in the 18th century. The first one we're going to do is called Cow the Yows to the Nows, featuring Steve Miller on guitar and myself on a C-low whistle.
Call the yows, take the nows, call them o'er the heather grass, call them o'er the burning rouse, my bonny dearie. Hark the mavis even sang, sounding through the woods of May, then the falling let us gang, my bonny dearie. We'll get on by Clouden side, through the hazels spreading wide, o'er the waves so sweetly glide, my bonny dearie. Call the yows, take the nows, call them o'er the heather grass, call them o'er the burning rouse, my bonny dearie. Yonder Clouden silent towers, o'er the moonshine's midnight hours, o'er the dewy bending flowers, my bonny
our next song is going to be also attributed to Robert Burns, Heelan Laddie, which is the lowland pronunciation of Highland Laddie. So here we go with Heelan Laddie.
Will you get to Inverness, bonny laddie, Heelan laddie? There you'll see the Heelan dress, bonny laddie, Heelan laddie. Bill bag and bonnet blue, bonny laddie, Heelan laddie. For the lad that wears the trews, bonny laddie, Heelan laddie. Geordie sits in Charlie's chair, bonny laddie, Heelan laddie. And I will he goes sit there, bonny laddie, Heelan laddie. Never reflect on sorrow past, bonny laddie, Heelan laddie. Charlie will be king at last, bonny laddie, Heelan laddie. Time and tide come round all, bonny laddie, Heelan laddie. Upstart pride will get a fall, bonny laddie, Heelan laddie. Keep your heart for Charlie's spice, bonny laddie, Heelan laddie. Come what may, you've done what's right, bonny laddie, Heelan laddie. Will you get to Inverness, bonny laddie, Heelan laddie? Doug's gonna play a pipe tune called Thistle of Scotland.
Tune called a Bothy band tune. The workers lived in these little cottages called Bothies or Bothies in Scotland, and at night they'd sit around and sing these songs among themselves, and they were usually had catchy choruses to them that didn't really mean anything, but they sounded cool together. And they would kind of brag about their exploits with their girlfriends or things they had done in their life. And this is a very famous tune, anonymous again, called The Barnyards of Delvety.
Then I'm Steve Miller with the Celtic Coyotes, and I'm going to sing probably the most famous Robert Burns song. This is Green Grow the Rashes. There's naught but care on every hand, and every hour that passes, oh, what signifies that life, oh man, 'twere not for the lasses, oh. Green grow the rashes, oh, green grow the rashes, oh, the sweetest hours that e'er I spend are spent among the lasses, oh. The worldly race may riches chase, and riches still may fly them, oh, and though at last they catch them fast, their hearts can ne'er enjoy them, oh. Green grow the rashes, oh, green grow the rashes, oh, the sweetest hours that e'er I spend are spent among the lasses, oh. Give me a canny routine, mine arms around my dearie, oh, and worldly cares and worldly men may I go capsule teary, oh. Green grow the rashes, oh, green grow the rashes, oh, the sweetest hours that e'er I spend are spent among the lasses, oh. And you say, does you sneer at this? You're not but senseless asses, oh. The wisest man the world e'er saw, he dearly loved the lasses, oh. Green grow the rashes, oh, green grow the rashes, oh, the sweetest hours that e'er I spent are spent among the lasses, oh. All nature swears her lovely dears, her noblest work she classes, oh. Her prentice hand she tried on man, and then she made the lasses, oh. Green grow the rashes, oh, green grow the rashes, oh, the sweetest hours that e'er I spent are spent among the lasses, oh. Green grow the rashes, oh, green grow the rashes, oh, the sweetest hours that e'er I spent are spent among the lasses, oh.
We hope you all enjoyed our virtual festival. In these different and sometimes difficult times, we are glad that we were able to bring something to share with you, our Celtic community, that was very special to us. We look forward to having a live in-person festival the first weekend of May 2022, so save that date and we will see you soon. Thank you all for attending.